Hello. Okay, here I am. I think you can see me. I just started streaming to Twitch. And hello, everyone. I am Chastity, and you are joining me for my first ever Shogi stream. Now, I'm a little bit nervous, as you might be able to tell by my voice, because I don't know Shogi as well as I know regular chess. Now, I know what you're thinking. First of all, let me turn off my progress square. The progress square is sort of a logo that I tend to use a lot for my Twitch channel because it's the symbol of diversity. The progress flag is an amazing symbol. You should look into more about that. But anyway, I'm Chastity, and I'm a chess player. I've played chess. I've decided to be a chess coach. And so some of my Twitch followers, I'm up to 21 followers at this point, may wonder, well, you play chess, Chastity. Why are you playing Shogi? Isn't that an entirely different game? Not exactly. You might be surprised, but as it turns out, shogi is Japanese chess. Basically, shogi is Japanese chess. Shogi is a game. You've probably seen it in some anime because it's the most popular board game in Japan, according to Wikipedia anyway, which we know is sometimes reliable. But it's a very popular game in Japan nonetheless. We know that much. And shogi is actually very much like chess, but there are some very, very key differences. Now, keep in mind that by no means am I an expert in shogi. In fact, you're going to find out I'm no expert. However, I do know all the rules and I do know how to play shogi. However, before I begin playing shogi, let me switch to my desktop view, and I'm going to show you the website, Lishogi.org. Now, Lishogi.org is the best site to play shogi on, is Lishogi.org. And that's because Lishogi is actually based off of Lichess, which is an open source project, meaning those who have the smarts can fork it and make their own project. So somebody decided, hey, you know what? Shogi is so much like chess, and there's already this open source chess project. So let's just change some of it and turn it into a shogi site. And that is what they did. So Likechess.org exists for chess, but then there's likeshogi.org. Now, oh, hey, Queen. We have a first-time chatter. We have someone who says, hey, Queen, we have witchcasting. Thank you for joining, witchcasting. So I was just explaining about how shogi is so similar to chess that they took the code from Lichess and made Lishogi. Thanks for joining. As you see, I have the chat enabled in two places, actually. Right now, I'm just explaining what shogi is. And also, you may notice in the bottom right corner of the video here, I have the title lishogi.org, and I have the kanji symbol of the knight in shogi. And why do I have that there? Well, because that is what the piece looks like in the kanji. Because I got used to playing. I first learned shogi from Let's Learn Shogi, which is a game on Steam, and it's very cool. However, what I found is that you have to learn how to read the kanji. You have to learn how to read the Japanese symbols to know which piece is which. But on liveshogi.org, you don't have to. You totally don't have to learn that, and I'm going to prove it to you. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to be switching to my desktop view, so you see what's on my screen, and then you're going to see lishogi.org, and you're going to see how easy it is to play a game of shogi. So let me go in, and I'm going to play a game of shogi. So desktop view. Okay, so here you see OBS Studio, Chastity's Japanese Chess Challenge on Lishogi.org, and I have the category selected. So now let's go over to, okay, I was just checking my stream here because, yeah, my stream shows up. I actually have a streamer page. Oh, this is cool. Yeah. Hello, witchcasting. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. So you can apparently comment onto the stream from directly within the streamer page. See, my Lishogi.org streamer page is linked into my Twitch stream, so it all shows up. So yeah, okay. So anyway, this is my streamer page, and you can chat directly from within the website. That's something I didn't know because this is the first time I've ever done this. So anyway, let me go to the regular homepage of the site. Now, I'm logged into my Lishogi.org account, and you notice it says beta. That's because this project is still a relatively new project. It's not necessarily considered complete, but you will see I have a lot of defeats. It shows that I've played a lot of games with people, but I keep losing because I am a new Shogi player. So the purpose of the Shogi stream is you get to watch me as I fail miserably at Shogi. That's what it is, because I know how to play chess extremely well. I really know how to play chess really well. But when it comes to Shogi, I'm still new to it, but I do know all the rules of how to play, so don't get me wrong. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to first go to the analysis board. Now, Lishogi.org has an analysis board just like Lichess does. That's why it's so good. And another thing that's important is you see how the pieces look there. Well, that's only one theme. So if I choose a theme like this, then the pieces look exactly as they do with their Japanese characters, as you would find in Let's Learn Shogi or some other things. There's several different piece designs, but this is Japanese characters. Japanese characters meant to represent the different Shogi pieces. So here's the thing, though. Yeah. So yeah. This looks. They all look cool. They all have their own little style here. I love all the different options. There's some very good looking ones here. I like these designs. However, this one, I like this one because if you know the Japanese kanji, I feel like this is a good way it looks. But then what I do is I play with the Western set. You see, the Western set for Shogi, like Shogi.org, this makes the pieces look similar as they do in Western chess. And I'm calling the standard chess Western chess because it's more popular in the Western countries, whereas in the Eastern countries like Japan, you're going to find that the kanji is more popular. But anyway, this is great. This is my favorite set to play with. And the reason for that is quite simply because of the fact that the bishop looks like a bishop as it is in standard chess, and the rook looks just like it does in standard chess. And now the knight is still a horse, but there are some key differences between the knights. Now keep in mind, pawns never move 2 spaces in shogi. It's completely unlike chess in certain ways. So, for example, pawns can move here, but pawns in shogi, they capture directly in front of them. So pawns are simplified. So, for example, this pawn cannot capture a pawn diagonally. So you have to remember when you're playing shogi that the pawns don't behave the same way. They're simpler. They only go 1 square forward in a turn, and they capture what's directly in front of them. So no diagonally capturing. This is shogi, not chess, but many things are the same as in chess. So So here's what we're going to do next is I will show you, let's back up. First, there's the pawns, and pawns are very, very simple. Now let's move on to the knights. The knights are very interesting. So let me get things moved here. So look at this. This knight can move here. That makes sense because that's how a knight would move. But look at this. A knight, it can only move 2 spaces forward and 1 to the side. So a knight only can move to 2 possible squares. Basically go 2 in front and then to 1 to the side. That's how a knight moves in Shogi. It's completely different than it is in chess because you have 2 instead of 8 spaces. So you can't go backwards. Like you literally cannot go backwards. So this knight can't go back here. But it can capture this pawn or this pawn. Now, this pawn is a really good pawn to capture because if I capture this pawn, this knight would take my knight. So this knight is going to come here. Now, this is where we get into promotion. All the pieces, with the exception of the king and the gold general, promote. Now, you may wonder, what's a gold general? Okay, that's where it gets crazy. That's where it gets crazy. So, but when you see this, this means you have the option. The black piece means keep the piece the same as it is. The red piece means evolve it into the evolved form of it. So now, here's what's interesting. That knight no longer has the same move capabilities. Now it doesn't move as a knight, it moves as a gold general. So, okay, you have to understand most of the pieces evolve into a gold general. So, what I'm going to explain to you next is actually going to be the generals. Because, well, one word of things. The bishops, if you look at this, the bishops actually behave identically as to what they do in chess. Bishops are the same as in chess. And the same is also true for the rooks. So, you know, once you get a rook out into the action, you know, then you can really do stuff because it moves exactly orthogonally, just like in chess. So, first of all, let me check back at the chat here. I want to check back at the chat here. Because I just want to explain, the pawns are different, the knights are different, but rooks and bishops are the same as in chess. You can tell that shogi and chess both had an ancestor game. There is an ancient game in India. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's the game that got converted into different countries and the way they modified the game. So shogi and chess have a common ancestor. They are both very similar board games, and that's why shogi is called Japanese chess. So are you with me so far? We got the pawns, the knights, and the bishops and rooks discussed. Those things are mostly the same with minor differences. But now we have to get into some major differences. Okay, I'm going to go back here. So here what we have is, let's go back to the beginning. I need to go to the generals. This thing with the 3 points on the head here, and the 2 sticks on going down diagonally, this is a silver general. The thing to the right of it is the gold general. Now, the gold and silver general are new pieces. Now, keep in mind, the king is the same as in chess. The king can move 1 square in any direction, just like in chess. And if it can't move out of check, then you lose the game. So checkmate, all of that is the same. There's checkmate, there's stalemate. So many things in shogi are the same as in chess. So I promise you, if you like playing chess, you're gonna like to learn to play shogi. Shogi is a lot of fun, and Lishogi.org is a lot of fun. But let's get into the generals. So before we can see what the generals are like, here's what we've got to do. We've got to get some pieces out of the way. So let's start advancing these pawns. Okay. So let's start with the gold general. Okay, I'm just gonna, yeah, this is gonna be very interesting. Now you'll notice that each of these pieces faces a different way. That's because instead of having different colors, as you would see in chess of black and white, the pieces are interchangeable. So like for example, so now these two we have these two gold generals. The gold generals represented by the symbol. There's 5 points here, and there's the stem of it here. And notice the circles here. The circles indicate the places the gold general can move. So here's the thing: the gold general moves just like king, except it can't go backwards diagonally. So these 2 spots where the circles are missing, it can't go to either of those spots. And so that, as this symbol indicates, that's the thing about it. So, and then this one, it's facing this way, which means that backwards for it is this direction instead. So there's concept of forward and backwards, just like you see with pawns in chess. You have the same concept in shogi, but it applies to all the pieces. Although, considering the rook and bishop, it doesn't affect their movement rules, but only their appearance. So this gold general can go here. And so, for example, that this is where it gets kind of interesting. So if there was a piece, if there was a piece behind this, it would not be able to travel to capture all these squares. That's the important thing. So that's the gold general. But what about the silver general? Well, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to move the gold generals out of the way a little bit, just so that they don't interfere while I'm trying to get the silver generals out here. Okay, so the silver generals are a lot of fun. They are not as powerful as the gold generals. And even as I'm moving them into position, you're going to notice something. The silver generals, represented by their symbol here, they have 3 points on the head, and it has the 2 diagonal stems. So look at the places they can move. They can move forward onto any of the 3. They can move forward and then all the diagonals. But diagonally in one direction, but then they also can move 1 square forward. So unlike the 5 total spaces, actually it's, okay, yeah. The gold general has 7 different spaces they can move to. The silver general has only 5. And it cannot move directly left, right, or backwards. So this is very limiting. This is extremely limiting, unfortunately. However, because they can move diagonally backwards, well, that's where this comes into play. This actually is going to be extremely helpful. And part of the reason it's helpful is, I'll give you an example. So let's say if this silver general goes here, this pawn can capture it. Now you notice that piece that I captured, the silver general, just appeared over here. That's because the player 2, known as Gote, where player 1 is Sente, they have the option, of dropping pieces back. Either if you've captured an opponent's piece, then you have the option of placing it back on the board. So, for example, let's suppose that that moves there. Now that it's the turn, so you can click on a piece and then you can drop it just about anywhere on the board. So if you look at this, this is where it gets a little bit interesting, because if somebody was to, if they were to drop it, it would be able to attack something diagonally. So look at this. If we drop, wait, oh, that's right. It's facing that way, so it doesn't exactly work that way. I was thinking it was a different player's turn. But yeah, so to give a good example, so if there is a piece diagonally behind it, it can capture it, so that's just how it is. So there are times when you need to be able to attack diagonally backwards, and that's when you use the silver general. So the gold and silver general are new pieces. They don't exist in chess, but in Japanese chess, shogi, they do. And you need to learn to use them, especially the gold general, and especially the silver general in those cases where you need to attack diagonally. So the fact that if you've captured a piece, you get to drop it back on you as part of your team on the board, well, then that means that it's like Crazy House. So yes, shogi is basically Crazy House Japanese chess, because that's how shogi is. Crazy House got its idea from shogi, because that's what they call drops in shogi. You capture your opponent's piece, and then they become part of your army. That you get to drop them back on the board. Now there are certain restrictions in regards to what you can do with pawns, but that's basically it. Oh, there is another piece I forgot to mention, and that's the lance. The lance. Okay, let's restart the whole board. The lance here. Yeah, let's get rid of this stuff. So look at this. So the lance goes like a rook, but in only one direction. It only goes forward. So now this lance can capture this pawn. But now this lance can capture this lance. So lances, they only move in one direction, but they move like a rook in that forward direction. They can just keep moving in that direction and capture something. Now you might think, well, this is stupid. What happens to a lance when it reaches the other side of the board and then it can't move anymore? Well, that's where promotion comes in. Look at this lance. When this lance gets to the end, it becomes a gold general. You see it's red, showing that it's evolved. Now, because it's this player's turn, you can't see it. But remember, the gold general can't move diagonally. So when you promote a piece, it will become a gold general. But that means that you can't use its previous move that it had, or move diagonally. So it can't capture this rook. However, this lance can capture this knight, and that's important. And then this player can capture that back with that rook. So most of the pieces turn into a gold general. The silver general, the knight, and the lance, and even a pawn become a gold general once it reaches the final 3 rows of your opponent's territory. Those 3 rows are considered your opponent's territory at the start of the game. So, but the rook and bishop are a little bit different. This is where it gets interesting. So let's show the rook and bishop are the most powerful pieces. So look at this. If these pawns move out of the way, this bishop comes and it captures this bishop. But notice that it also reaches the promotion zone. Therefore, it becomes an evolved bishop. Now, normally, the other player would capture this bishop. But I'm not going to actually do that, because right now I'm trying to show you the bishop still retains its diagonal movement, but it also gains the ability to move like a king 1 square in any direction. Therefore, this bishop can go and capture this knight. It can move 1 square in any direction like that. And this lance can't escape from this bishop. That's what's so beautiful about this, is that basically, let's just put it this way. The bishop is a king bishop. I call it the king bishop. That's not its official name, so don't quote me. But I call it the king bishop because it has the same movements as a king, 1 square in all 8 directions, but also still has the diagonal movements of a bishop. So the bishop, evolving the bishop by promoting it at the other side of the board, makes it really powerful because it can go to any square. It's not like bishops limited to only half of the squares on the board. Now, as you might guess, the exact same thing is true of the rook. It is very true. So let's show an example of that. Let's show an example of this. So let's just say, yeah, if this rook comes here, we promote the rook. So now the rook, not only does it retain its orthogonal movement, for instance, it can also move one square diagonally in any direction. So it's a king rook. So that's basically it. So keep in mind that once you have a king rook, then you basically dominate, because once your rook gets to the other side of the board, you're in your opponent's territory and you just start terrorizing all their pieces. Now, it is possible to destroy your opponent's rook, but it's going to take the right combination of pieces to do it. So, okay, I know this is a lot of strange stuff that I'm talking about, because if you're a chess player, you're going to understand that half of shogi is really chess, with a few new pieces added and some promotional rules that make things a little bit more complex. So yes, shogi is more complicated than chess. I'm not going to lie about that. But if you learn chess first and you get good at chess, then you're probably going to be good at shogi. But you wouldn't know that by looking at me, for example. So here's what I want to do. I want to show you an example game. So let's go back to the homepage of Lishogi.org. However, I want to go back and check. Yeah, I don't have any new comments here, not yet. But see, I can see the comments from my end in OBS Studio. So that's good. So anyway, let's go back and let's create a game with the computer. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to go against Fairy Stockfish level 1. So there's Sente and Gote. It doesn't really matter. I'll go with random. So you can choose real time with a certain time limit, for instance, a certain number of minutes, or you can just do correspondence where it's not limited by time. So let's start a game with the computer. I'm going to play against the computer here. So if you look at this, the computer started. So that means I'm playing Gote, the player 2. So this rook just moved there. So what am I going to do? What am I going to do here? I don't know why I right-click. I like to right-click. It's just one of my autistic habits, one of my tics. That's weird. I like looking at that dialogue box. I don't know what's wrong with me. Don't mind me. I'm just crazy. So anyway. So what I like to do is I like to get this pawn moved out of my way so that my bishop can then move on the next turn. Now, right now, I could capture that pawn, but see, then the rook, it would capture my bishop, and I don't want to lose my bishop because the bishop is the second most powerful piece in the game, second only to the rook. So what am I going to do instead here? Well, that is a very good question. Here's an idea I have. I'm going to move my rook right here is what I'm going to do. And we'll see if my strategy works out. It probably won't, but we're just going to see here. See, by moving my rook right here, I have guaranteed that if this pawn were to capture my pawn, then I would be able to capture it back. But now we're running into a little bit more of a problem, see? Because now what we see happening is this piece is also trying to defend it, plus this knight is also defending it. So you have to be really careful here sometimes. So let's see, what can I do here? What can I do to make this work out in my favor? Is there a way? Well, I'm going to try something. I don't know if it's going to work, but let's see if it works. Okay, now the bishop is trying to escape from its own pawns there. What can it do? Can it do anything? We don't know yet. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to capture this pawn. I'm going to capture that pawn. And remember, I gained a pawn, but then they gained a pawn. Remember, now look at this. When I click the pawn, I have the option to drop it, but you're not allowed to drop a pawn in the same column as where one of your own pawns already exists. So I can't drop this pawn just anywhere. The other pieces you can drop anywhere, but not this. So now let's drop this pawn right here and attack the knight, because the knight can't capture this pawn. Okay, so there we go. So now what do we got going on here? Now you see, here's how it goes, is this pawn can come here and it can promote. Now that silver general, it may capture the pawn, but it did not. It had the option to capture the pawn, but it declined to do so. So what does this mean? Well, what this means, you see, is that I am going to capture that silver general. And notice that none of my other pieces have moved. I've moved a few pawns. I haven't moved my bishop yet. And I haven't moved my, any of my other pieces. All my other pieces are still here. And that's how some of my games go, because I'm not a skilled shogi player. A real skilled shogi player would use all their pieces. What I do is I destroy my opponents with the attacking pieces, the bishops and the rooks. That's what I do, because at my skill level, that's all I really know how to do. I'm just going to tell you the simple fact of the matter like that. Okay, so now, here's what I think I will want to do. I think what I want to do is I want to put this silver general, I want to move this silver general. I want to put it right here. And the reason I'm doing that, you'll see, it will become clear. Because if you look at this silver general now can attack this pawn or this knight. And clearly, it's a better choice to take this knight. That's the better choice here. So now I've captured my opponent's silver general and their knight. So here's the plan for this game. My plan for this game, we'll see if it works, is to win this game without even using the other pieces here. I'll use my rook, my bishop, and the pieces I capture. That's where it gets very interesting. So now, what we got going on here is let's get this silver general moved over here and attack this pawn. Okay, now we're going to take this pawn, and the silver general has just evolved into a gold general, and it even looks like a gold general, which is actually super cool, by the way. It's actually super cool. Now, if you look at this, I am going to capture this pawn. Now, their gold general can capture my gold general, but because I'm playing against a level 1 computer opponent, it did not do so. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to capture this gold general. That's what I'm going to do. And you'll see why. Very soon you're going to see why. Because now my opponent, they didn't get a gold general. They got a silver general because it was a silver general before it evolved into a gold general. So the pieces that you gain through promotion are the ones you want to sacrifice if you're going to lose something. So that's a pro tip. Not that I'm pro, but I have a pro tip. That's just my advice. So now, see, I have this knight. So what I can do is I can drop this, actually. Oh, I see. Well, I don't know if that's what I want to do or not yet. I really don't know. I'm not entirely sure. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my bishop right here. That's what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my bishop right here and attack the lance, because I want to take down that lance if I can. Now, they didn't give me the opportunity to capture the lance, unfortunately. So what am I going to do instead? Well, that's what I'm about to figure out. There's got to be something I can do. Now, if I could find a way to take down this rook. There is a way. Look at this. See, if my rook moved over to the other side and becomes a king rook, it is evolved and it now has diagonal movement. Unfortunately, my opponent also put a silver general in the way that I let them take earlier. So what it's probably good for me to do, it's probably good for me to do something else like just capturing this pawn. I'm going to capture that pawn, but at least my rook is promoted. And see, every pawn that I capture can theoretically at least be, it can be dropped down later. But now we're running into a little bit of a problem because my rook doesn't really have a good place to go. And this makes me very sad. Yeah, it makes me very sad because see what I got so excited about my promoted rook, and now I just blundered because this silver general right here, it will now be able to, there's no safe spot because if my rook were to move here, gold general takes it. If it's here, that rook takes it. If it's here, silver general takes it. I'm just explaining this. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a counter attack. So watch this, people. The knight. Fork with the knight of both the silver general and the rook. Ooh, they didn't want to lose the silver general, so instead they moved it, and now I get to capture the silver general back. So I didn't lose my rook after all. So this means I'm keeping my rook. This also means I'm continuing my piece slaughter. I'm wiping out all my opponent's pieces here. And remember, the thing about Shogi is every piece you capture, you get to drop back down on the board. So how can I use this to my advantage? It's simple. Let's put the silver general right here and attack the rook. Because if we sacrifice anything else to take down the rook, it's worth it. So look, I'm sacrificing the silver general, which was never mine to begin with. I still have both of mine. It was the opponent's silver general that I captured. So you see, I have more pieces and I have the advantage. Oh, but look at that. My opponent just captured my pawn with their bishop. Well, that's fine because I get to capture their bishop with my bishop. So it's not really a loss. And the opponent is playing badly because, of course, this is level 1 stockfish is what this is. It's not meant to play the best. So now what do we got going on? So now this gold general will capture that gold general. I have enough pieces at this point that I probably should be able to checkmate very soon. Let's just wipe a few more things out here. Now this king, notice this king here. It's kind of in an awkward position here. Let's see what we got going on. All right, here's what we got going on. I'm gonna move my gold general down and I'm gonna come after this pawn. What we need to do is we need to completely trap the king. That's what we have to do. So I'm closing in on the king. We want to make sure that this king, now that king can move there because this bishop is not evolved yet. But now what happens if I move the bishop somewhere? Let's move the bishop right here. And, oh yeah, it never did go to the promotion zone. Let's move the bishop right there. We're going to evolve the bishop. Okay, there we go. That king is over there in the corner. It's a little bit trapped. So let's look at this. Now, let's pin the silver general to the king. The silver general can't move out of the way or the king is in check. Now the king moved, but keep in mind that I have 2 rooks. So let's put this rook right here. That's what we're going to do. Let's put this rook right here. Now, where does the king go? Well, the king has to go there. Okay, that's fine. And now that we've got everything going on so well, let's drop a lance right here. Now, keep in mind, the silver general can't take the lance because it puts the king in check. So instead, the rook takes the silver general. There we go. Now the king is trapped. The king is actually kind of trapped. So now let's drop a bishop right here. And then they put the pawn in the way, and then I capture it. It's checkmate. Checkmate. Gote is victorious. So what I just did is I just won the first ever shogi game against the computer that I ever played on likeshogi.org. This is extremely cool, extremely cool. Now that I've explained, I want to explain some things. I want to explain some things that's going on here. Let me go back to my main scene here. So what I actually want to do is I wanted to show what the site looks like. I wanted to show you everything. Oh, hi, saw you streaming on Lishogi. Thanks for joining me, NightSparrow. Thanks for the comment. Your comments are on screen. Ask me anything. Because I have now become an official Shogi streamer on Lishogi.org. I just filled out my profile and then they reviewed it, and then now it shows up as current streamers on Lishogi.org, which is like a dream come true because I feel unworthy. Like, I feel really unworthy to be an official Shogi streamer because I'm not that good at Shogi. But if you looked at the game I just played, you will see that I know the rules of how to play Shogi very well because I have played a lot of games, but mostly on, yeah, woo, always happy to see more Shogi streamers. Yeah, you bet. Okay, so here's the thing. Are you on the Shogi Harbour Discord? I might be, but I do know of Shogi Harbour. I've watched their YouTube videos and I just followed their Twitch channel not too long ago. I was looking for Shogi streamers. So yeah, totally, I should join the Discord, but I don't know Discord very well. I never use Discord. For whatever reason, it's a confusing interface to me. I'm used to just email, Instagram, that kind of thing. And I'm still figuring Twitch out, believe me. So, but maybe I'll check out that Shogi Harbour Discord because Shogi Harbour has a lot of helpful tips. So yeah, thanks for joining me. Thank you very much. So here's what I want to do. I want to set something up a little bit more fancy, okay? So what I want to do here, and I'm hoping I can make this work, I want to be able to show you the Shogi games at the same time as having the chats on the screen. I want this to be really cool. So let me configure some things because I'm still learning OBS Studio, but as you see, I've done a lot with OBS Studio. Oh, and in case it, well, I'll get to my overlays later. I'll get to that. But I'm going to do a window capture. We're going to do, yeah, okay, window capture. There we go. Oh, hey, we have a new follower. Oh, thank you for, yeah, thank you for the follow. Nice. That's so cool. Yeah, so what I'm doing, as you can probably see that I have the Shogi board here. What I do is I have a web browser capture. So let me resize this to its original size. So we have a window capture, but yeah, so you see this this window, I have the entire window here. So what I actually have to do is I need to move it around. You see, that's what I need. I need to move this around. So I'm going to crop it. Oh, the stream lagged every few seconds. It could be my side. It's hard to know for sure. It's really hard to know. So, but what I'm going to do here is I'm going to crop my window here. I want to crop the window so that I can get just the shogi board itself right here. I want to get just the game board itself. So that's what I'm going to do. Probably because I'm changing things around, it probably causes a little bit of lag because I'm not entirely sure. I don't know what's up with that. But so you see now, yeah, because that's the only part of the board. So now I've got the entire board here. So you see now I have the whole board, and then let's resize this. Yeah, let's resize it just a little bit. Notice it's not exactly a perfect square. That's actually a little bit weird. Let's see here. Let's include the numbers on the side there. Okay. Yes, there we go. Yes, fair though. I feel like knowing what pieces are in hand is important too. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, that's what's great about shogi is that it's very interesting in that way. Is that you have to keep in mind what pieces. It's just like Crazy House chess because I play Crazy House chess also. So yeah, it's really freaky here. So let me explain a few things. So for example, what happens if I take away my window capture, then you see my camera. But if I take away my camera, you just see that. I'm just showing you. See, I have a background. I have different background elements here. So what I actually have, let me turn off the Twitch chat. So you can, I just want to show you my background. So if I can turn off the night kanji, and if I turn off the name and the color source, you see what I have here is this is the logo. This is like the official streamer kit image from the live chess streamer kit. So what I did is I replaced the chess knight with the shogi knight. There is what I did, and I put like the name of the website and a color source. So I made my own crappy logo for Shogi.org basically, because they don't have like an official logo like Light Chess does. So anyway, yeah, let me put the board back up here. Okay, so here we go. So yeah, so what we have here, and I'm still not all that good at figuring this stuff out, because but what I have here is there is a little bit of conflict sometimes between the chat text and the regular what you see the shogi board, but the way I see it, it's not. I don't get that many comments right now, so it's not a big deal. I'll still adjust things as needed later. So now we have the shogi board here. Let me make sure that I've got it placed perfect though. I want to place this exactly right. Okay. Okay, so yeah, I mean, it works. And then let's put our Twitch chat here. So yeah, so now the purpose of the Twitch chat there is that you can still see and read the messages from the Twitch stream chat there. And keep in mind, oh yeah, looks like a good setup. I'm too scared to use OBS still. Seems complex. Well, you know what? It is a little bit complex. But I actually learned some things from my professor, Professor Godzi, also known as Caustic Phoenix. Have you heard of Caustic Phoenix? She is actually a Twitch streamer. She does tabletop RPGs like Dungeons and Dragons, but she was my professor of my portfolio class. She's really, really awesome. And I saw, like, she taught me how to crop like a source, like how I cropped the window. So, but you need to experiment around with OBS Studio. But what's cool is you add your sources. So like, actually, let me. I do want to make one small adjustment here. Let's make, yeah. So let's include that, or okay, let's include that portion, and let's include this. Okay, yeah, that's pretty cool. I will try this. Now, it did occur to me though that when I have it in this view, it doesn't. Then you can't exactly see which pieces that I have that I've captured. That's the only real downside, I suppose. But for right now, I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna, and okay, for some odd reason, it's trying to snap it to a specific location, and I don't know. Okay, yeah, let's just move it a few pixels at a time. Yeah, okay, that's cool. So anyway, now at least you see the shogi board. So the idea here, the way I have it set up right now, yeah, right now you can't see like the captured pieces area right now, but you'll be able to see the game, but you'll also be able to see your comments on screen. So I'm going to try this, and people comment, let me know, which do you like? Do you like to see like the comments on the screen, or do you just prefer me to be in standard desktop mode where you see my entire screen? Tell me what you like to see, because you're the watchers. I'm here to entertain you guys and teach people about shogi, which is Japanese chess. It's actually cool because I decided I'm going to be a chess coach, actually. So I'm mostly going to be teaching Western chess, but I also like to teach people shogi. I like to introduce Westerners to it. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I am going to play another game against the computer. This time, I'm going to set, we're going to create a game against a level 2 computer. I'm going to be setting it to level 2. So instead of level 1, it's level 2. So the computer is going to be smarter this time. So I'm going to be playing once we have, okay, there we go. So now I'm playing against level 2 computer. Can I win against a level 2 shogi computer? Well, I don't know. It took me long enough to beat level 1. But let's do my strategy. So I have a strategy here. Okay, now if we look at this, you'll see that these two bishops can totally attack each other. And I'm going to observe the 11th commandment and do unto others before they do unto you. Yeah, so see there what we have is I captured the bishop, but then they captured my bishop. So what we have going on now is we have a case where we can each drop the bishop. So I'm going to drop this bishop into the center is what I'm going to do. I'm dropping that right in the center. Okay, that's freaky. And then I'm still going to bring my rook over here. Okay, that's interesting. So now that pawn is trying to attack my bishop. I'm going to drop the bishop back to here is what I'm going to do. Okay, and then what I think I will do is let's get this pawn moved here because I'm trying to do a strategy. This is a level 2 computer, so I don't know if it's going to let me get away with this. It probably won't, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Oh, did you see that? The level 2 computer opponent, it fell for my trap. Just want to make sure you see this. Does everyone see this right? Yeah, Night Sparrow says beating level 1 is always a good start. Yeah. Oh, Night Sparrow says, not gonna lie, I'd rather see the pieces in hand, since they are such a vital part of the game. You know what? You're right, Night Sparrow. Let me do that. Let me switch back to desktop view. I'm gonna switch back to desktop view, and you're gonna see my whole screen. Yeah. And since Night Sparrow says that they want to see the pieces in hand, that's the way it's going to be, because that way you get the full experience of watching this game. So you can see that my opponent still has not placed down their bishop. The only thing is I can't really read the comments while I'm playing the game, unfortunately. Not easily, anyway. So I have to switch back sometimes. But you see, level 2 computer fell for my trap. What they have here is they let me capture their rook. And the rook is far more valuable than even the bishop. So I'm going to capture the rook. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, there we go. So now I get the chance to capture this pawn as well. So far, I'm not off to a bad start. Okay, but I still have to be wary of the bishop. You see, my opponent has bishops to drop. That's the only issue I'm running into right now. So, I've got to do something. Got to do something really dangerous. So let's see. Can I just move this rook here and attack this bishop and this pawn at the same time? Turns out I can. Okay, there we go. And yes, this bishop can kill my knight or my gold general, but right now I have a plan. I'm a Tran on a mission here. Okay, now that bishop. Okay, yeah, the level 2 saw I was gonna come here and capture this silver general. That was what I was going to do, but then they didn't let me actually do it. This is so sad, I tell you. Because I was gonna put him in check and capture the silver general. So, okay, I need to rethink strategy here. Totally need to rethink strategy. Okay, I need to make use of my pieces here. I need to make use of everything I've got. So I have this rook. Where am I going to drop the rook? I think I can't drop it. It's not safe anywhere here. But if I drop this rook here, it'll be, no, that's stupid. What am I thinking? The bishop will kill it if I drop it there. That's no good at all. Oh man. Okay, yeah, that was bad. Okay. So what I'm gonna do now, let's drop this rook here. Yeah, I'm gonna drop this rook right there and attack this pawn. Okay. So now that knight is trying to attack my rook. And that's not good. Not good at all. So now let's okay, I need to find a good spot. Hey, let's move the rook over here. You'll see why, assuming my plan works. Okay, now the bishop went down there. Okay, what's that bishop even doing? I don't even know what the bishop is doing. I really don't. Okay. So I have options. First thing I think I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this rook up here and promote this rook. The rook is now promoted to a king rook. Okay, and now they are defending that. All right, but at least my rook has evolved, so I can capture this pawn. So the thing is, I have 2 rooks, but my opponent has all these other pieces they're hitting me with. So I'm not really in the best of positions, to be quite honest here. This is actually not very good. But I'm doing what I can, guys. I need to find a way. That bishop and this knight are causing me problems. So, and this knight will capture my gold general, because now it's a promoted knight, so it has gold general powers. So I'm going to capture that knight. I've got to do it before it gets even worse. Okay, but that means I have a knight in hand. I have a knight here, and I can totally do this. Okay. So now this rook here is going to come here and promote. So now I have both rooks promoted. Okay, I see. That's how it is, huh? Okay, so there has to be a way. Now let's bring this rook over here and attack the knight. I can't really do anything. Oh no. Now you see what they've done to me? Now I've got 2 bishops over here. That's the thing, is I took a risk by letting them have 2 bishops. I have to get the king out of the way of the bishops. The bishops are dangerous, I tell you. They're very dangerous. Okay. Okay, well, there we go. I suppose I'm going to capture that pawn. I may as well. Oh, but now I can't. You see, now the problem is I can't. My king is forced to move back there. There's nowhere to go. This is bad. Checkmate. I lost, guys. I had 2 promoted rooks and I still lost. How embarrassing is that? Yeah. Oh, man. Okay. I'm going to set up a new scene here in OBS Studio. I want to make this look right. So I'm going to duplicate this scene. Just game. I'm just going to call this just game. So what I'm going to do is here. Okay, for the just game scene, I'm going to delete a lot of things. Delete from that scene. I don't need the camera. I don't need the full desktop, and I don't need that either. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, I still have the comments overlay. So now let me add a window capture. We're going to add the existing window capture here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, NightSparrow says, I remember a while back they nerfed the Lishogi bot. The current level 3 was actually the old level 1. So I wouldn't feel bad about losing. Beating level 1 is great, honestly. Huh, interesting. Yeah. So the current level 3 was actually the old level 1. Interesting. I would not have known. Yeah. See, I've got the whole window here. I like this look, because now I can see all of the comments from my OBS Studio interface, and you can see the entire game. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to rematch. I need to rematch because I lost against level 2 computer. Can I rematch? Let's try this. Maybe if I make fewer mistakes, maybe it'll work out. Who knows? Who can say, right? It's hard to know. So, okay, I'm going to try something a little bit interesting. I'm going to do something different, just not better or worse, just different. Okay, so I let them capture my bishop right there, but then I got theirs. So now this is where it gets a little bit interesting because I'm going to advance this pawn right here. That's what I'm going to try to do here. So now, okay, this is a pawn sacrifice. Do I really want to do that? I don't know. Honestly, guys, I don't know. I'm going to back up this. I'm going to totally back up that pawn with this rook. Rook. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. So let's do that. Will the pawn capture my pawn? Yes, it did. Okay, guys, this is great. This is perfect because watch this. The bishop drops right in the center of the board, puts the king in check, and attacks that rook. Ooh, okay. They're trying to defend with the bishop, but I'm going to capture their rook. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm doing, guys. So far, I'm not off to a bad start. I actually have a pretty good start here. Yeah. NightSparrow says, I am sure that with more practice, you will improve. Yeah, I see your comment there. Yes, that's my issue. I'm new. I only learned in like the past 1 or 2 months, and I work full time at Walmart and do online college. I have like no time to play and get better at my games. But whenever I do have a moment, I'm going to be streaming as I learn. So you guys are going to be learning about shogi and strategies right along with me. So I feel like with chess, I bring my years of experience of playing to the table, but when I'm streaming shogi, I bring the relatable feeling of a new shogi player. I'm new to the game just like some of you may be, and if I can do it, you can do it. Yeah. Yeah, and Blacksmith says, yeah. Well, also, it's a very chess thing to prefer rook over bishop, I think. You are absolutely right there. You're right about that. Yeah, I just had to make an adjustment, so now your chats still appear on the screen. Okay, perfect. Yeah, yeah, this is cool. Yeah, this is super cool. I'm making minor adjustments here. Yeah, this is weird. Let's see. Yeah, I don't understand OBS Studio exactly why it does that, but yeah, we're just gonna go with that, the original. Yeah, that's so strange. Okay. Yeah, I'm wondering because I'm messing with the properties here. Yeah. Hey, where did it go? Yeah. What happened to my window? Yeah. Well, thank you. But now where did my window go? Okay. There it is. Yeah. Yeah. It is what it is. Anyway, I need to quit messing with the interface and get back to the game. Yeah, but you're right. It is a very chess thing to prefer rook over bishop because the rook is just more powerful because it checkmate easier. That's why I like it. So now let's capture this pawn. Okay. So now here's where things are a little bit tricky. I'm in a different situation than I was before, a very different situation. So what I'm going to do this time, okay, this is probably a really, really bad idea. It's a terrible idea, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to sacrifice the rook. Let's see what happens here. I don't know if it's going to work out well or not. Okay, so now see, I get to capture that gold general and promote this rook. And then I can start attacking the opponent's pieces here. That's the idea. See, that bishop is attacking and wiping out my pieces. But now I'm wiping out my opponent's pieces as well. And that's kind of the beauty of this. So the idea is that if I capture enough pieces, then I will be able to launch some kind of dangerous attack, at least theoretically. But see, their knight just forked my 2 gold generals. So what am I going to do? Indeed, that is the question. I am going to try to put this gold general here and see if I can attack that bishop. Oh, what? What? Checkmate? Oh, crap. See, guys, I was living dangerously. I was living life on the edge here. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm going to capture their pieces. But then they captured my pieces and they just dropped them and checkmated me. I just lost for the 2nd time in a row. Yeah. NightSparroww says true. Rook and promoted rook are very much offensive pieces. Bishops are usually reserved for defense. However, their forking capabilities are so good. That's very true. Yeah, like seriously, NightSparroww, like, okay, that plan didn't work. Okay, I wait level 1 computer and then I lost twice in a row to level 2 computer. Level 2 computer is smarter. Plus, I don't have strategy yet. Like, I seriously don't even have my strategy yet. Okay, so, okay, capture the bishop. I'm just gonna like capture the bishop every time because it works, because I can do it. I mean, why not? So then let's see what I can do. I'm going to get this pawn right there. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, yeah, now that bishop is dropped there. That's a little bit concerning. It concerns me a little bit. So here's the thing is, this bishop is forking 2 important pieces here. Well, they're not important, they're pawns, but you know what I mean. Okay. I need to figure something out here. Okay, I'm gonna try doing something similar. Let's drop my bishop right here and attack this pawn and that pawn. Okay, then I get to capture this pawn at least. They defended the other pawn. Actually, wait a minute. Yeah, let's go ahead and take that pawn. I'm sure it'll come in handy later somehow. Okay, so now we have a situation here where, yeah, I'm not sure now. I'm honestly right now I'm not sure what I'm doing. I really don't know. See, I don't have strategy yet, guys. That's what's so dangerous about this, is that I don't yet know what I'm doing. So let's bring this gold general out. Let's see what happens. Okay, so I drove the bishop back just a little bit. But see, now we have a little problem because I can't do much to it. Wait, I'm in check. Okay, guys, I'm in check. This is insane. Let's put the knight in the way and block the check. Let's try it. Okay, yeah, this is wild. Okay, so now, okay. So now let's defend this pawn with this gold general so that the bishop can't come in here and then fork other pieces. Okay, and then, oh, we need defense on this right here. Wait, no we don't. The knight defends this pawn, so this bishop can't just take this pawn because we have a knight. So let's advance this pawn. We're gonna advance this thing right here, and we're gonna see what happens. Ooh, wait a minute. Well, yeah, I don't know. Honestly, guys, I don't know. I thought I had a thought and then it left me. Okay, so there we go, pawn to pawn. Okay, so there's a pawn, there's a pawn. Once upon a time. Okay. So there's got to be something that can be done. There's got to be something. All right. I have not developed a strategy yet. I haven't. That's what's so sad is I don't have my strategy yet to know what I'm doing. So I have so much improving to do because I really just don't know what it is I'm going for here. Okay. Yeah, this pawn, like I can't do anything about that. I don't want to lose my gold general. This is horrible, guys. I'm getting slaughtered because I don't have a plan. Like I don't have a plan. I beat level 1 computer, but now I'm losing for my 3rd time here against level 2 computer. I don't want this to discourage people, okay? Just because you see me get slaughtered by, oh, we have comments. Shogi proverb, a pawn is worth 1,000 generals. Well, that's interesting. That's an interesting thought, because if I had 1,000 generals right now, I probably could win this game. Would you like advice on the next steps to take for improving? Sure. Yeah, and anything you share will show up on the screen, at least briefly there. So then any advice you have to share anybody who ever watches this video will see your advice. That's part of the idea. So thank you very much for your participation, NightSparrow. I'm enjoying this. So now this rook is causing me problems, and my lances are a bit trapped. Yeah, my lances, they can't really do very much. So let's put this pawn right there and attack that. Let's try it. What? Oh, I'm in check. I'm in check now. Oh crap. This is bad, guys. The rook is slaughtering me, and there's nothing. Oh, then they put me in check again. Like what? Oh man. Okay, yeah, this is nasty, I tell you. Okay, yeah, this is so nasty. Okay, guys, this is stupid. This is really stupid. Wait, oh wait, this is my own. Oh yeah, that's right. This is my own pawn. So what am I doing with it? I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. I'm about to lose this game. Except wait, I can. Oh, okay. Okay, I'll capture the gold general, but then they're gonna take my rook. They didn't. They put me in check there. Okay, then I'm going to put a gold general here. What's happening? Okay, yeah, this is weird, guys. This is absolutely insane. Like, what's happening right now? Okay, let's put the gold general in the way, block the check. And now they took my rook. Of course they did. All right, but I'm going to take their knight. It's all I can do is capture a few pieces before I die. That's all I can do right now. Okay, let's move this bishop to safety right there. It's not safe for long, but it's a little better. Okay, you see that now? Oh man, this is horrible. Okay, I don't know. Capturing the lance. This is bad. It is really bad. And it's checkmate. I just lost for the third time in a row. Okay. Oh, we have comments. Yeah. So the most common beginner opening is bougin or climbing silver. There are studies on like shogi and lots of literature on it, but it involves advancing the rook pawn and backing it up with silver. Oh, that sounds interesting. Thank you for that information because I need to do a study on the bougin or climbing silver. A common basic castle to make is gangi and Mino castles, like in chess. You want to move the king away from the center and have it protected by pieces. Okay, that's some good advice. Nice. And see when so when I do that, yeah, that's cool. I'm adjusting some things here. Wait, that's weird. Look, yeah, I'm trying to make the comments appear better, if you know what I mean. I'm just trying to make it the comments appear a little bit better. But the climbing silver sounds helpful. In general, you want to attack with the rooks, silver, bishop, and pawn. You want a castle with 3 generals, usually 2 gold and 1 silver. You also want to castle away from the rook so that you have a clear attacking unit and a clear defensive unit. But of course, experiment and find what works for you. Okay, awesome. Thanks for the advice, NightSparrow, because I need to use some of the studies on Lishogi.org about the thing, but the climbing silver sounds interesting. Yeah. So what I'm going to do though is I'm going to go back to playing and I'm going to try to experiment because I want to rematch. I want to see if I can beat level 2. Like I would at least like to beat level 2 before I before I try to do all kinds of studying, because I'm enjoying this stream right now, and I just want to see what can I figure out. Okay, so they captured my bishop, I capture back. And then they put their bishop there, and I see. That's dangerous. That's very dangerous. So if I drop a bishop here, they can capture my bishop. Oh, but they went and they captured that pawn. Okay, they did that, so let me go over here and I will capture this pawn. So a pawn for a pawn. Okay, and then let's see here. Then, okay, what can I do? I can drop a pawn right here or there. I'm not sure. I want to see what becomes of this because I'm finding this fascinating. Just seeing what may happen as a result here. Okay, that bishop is coming after my bishop. I don't like the look of that. Let's see here. I'm going to move this bishop back there. Because I definitely want to study and learn some more tactics, but I also want to see what I can do. Am I capable of, on my own, just through my own knowledge of the rules and coming up with ideas, am I capable of winning here? It's hard to know. Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna just get this gold general involved in the action here. Oh, okay. This knight has a problem. See, the knight is gonna die next turn, but it can capture a pawn. So I have, which pawn do I want to take? Let's take this pawn right here. Let's just do that. Okay. Yeah, this is just really funny looking. I'm gonna get my gold general into the action. Okay, gonna capture this pawn as well. Why not? Okay, let's do that. Okay, this is mysterious. Okay, I have a plan. This is probably really bad, but I'm going to sacrifice the bishop. I know it's a bad move, but I have an idea. I'm experimenting, Night Sparrow. I am experimenting to see what kind of things I can do here. This is funny. Okay, what can I do? Okay. This gold general is in serious danger. Let's move it here. The gold general can take, but then I take back with the rook. Oh, what? Okay. Yeah, that's dangerous. Yeah, then they capture. Okay, there we go. Okay, they capture my gold. I capture back their gold. And now that bishop there is causing problems again. I had a feeling it would try to terrorize me, but I'm going to capture this knight now and promote my rook, attacking that rook. And it's checkmate. I just lost the 4th time in a row. Okay, this is crazy. There's also a shogi saying that you need to lose 1,000 times to reach 1 dan. Hey, if I have to lose 1,000 times, I'll do it. I've lost 4 times already. I'm off to a good start. But you know what, guys? I feel like it's actually more fun. Even though I'm losing the shogi, I feel like it's more fun than even when I'm winning chess, because chess, I know how to play it so well, and it's like, yeah, I win a lot of my games, and then sometimes I'll lose when I'm playing someone better than me. But the fact that I'm totally new to this game, the fact that I ever win at all makes it more impressive. Okay, yeah, this is so freaky. I'm gonna try to find a way. I want to see here. I'm gonna rematch and I'm gonna try something. Okay, so here we go. There is, yeah, there's that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this pawn right there. Okay, so far this is turning out to be extremely weird. It's weird beyond all reason. So, yeah. Yeah, this guys, this is insane. I don't really know if what I'm doing is good or not. Okay, I'm going to move this pawn one more square, and then what happens here? Then let's defend it with the rook. Gonna defend it with the rook, and then what I'm gonna do is let's try moving this pawn here. We're going to attack there. Okay, so we got a pawn for a pawn is what we got going on here. And now that bishop took my bishop, but I knew I had a silver general to capture it back, so I'm not even concerned. Okay, now it's trying to attack my rook. I had a feeling such a thing could happen. But now I have, okay, I'm going to try bringing my generals out here. I'm going to defend. Oh crap. This is not working. It's not working like I thought. Oh man, but I'm having fun. That's what really counts, right? Okay, so now what we got going on? We have, okay, let's get that silver general out because it has no defense. Oh crap. Crap. Oh man. Okay, guys, this is dumb. Now my opponent has all the promoted pieces. Like, this is bad. Okay, well, I'm gonna resign and try again. I'm gonna try. However many games I have to lose until I start winning. Okay. Um. Okay. Let's try this. So let's try. Um. Okay. I'm going to avoid the exchange of the bishops. I'm going to avoid it by dropping. Hey, let's move the pawn. Block with the pawn. If the bishop tries to capture my pawn, then I capture it back. That's not bad. Okay, that's what we're going to try to do here. So then, okay. All right, yeah, let's get the, wait, that was stupid. Why would I do that? Like, why do I do these things? Okay, that bishop promotes, but then so does my rook promotes right there. So I have a promoter rook. Let's capture their rook. Okay, this is so weird. This is so weird, guys. Okay. Yeah, what's happening here? Then we're going to drop this rook here. Okay, freaky. Okay, wait, that's no good. No, that's no good. Like, okay, I messed up bad that time. I really messed up bad that time because I dropped that knight in the way. Oh, hey, we have more commenters. Yeah, we have RikoDLC, and then they're like, "Hi, NightSparrow. That's so cool." Yeah. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna try because I want to have a strategy here. So see, I don't want there to be the exchange of the bishops because then, hmm, I because see, then we just have a situation where well, I mean, it's not bad to capture the bishop like that, but then I can't predict whether they're going to drop it. So I need to avoid. I'm going to try to avoid them being able to do that. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I think what I'm going to go for is I am going to get my a gold general. Okay, so that's weird. Okay, so yeah, they're doing something here. Okay, yeah, they're doing that. I see. Hmm. Um. Now, how can I defend against this? Okay, my bishop is safe for right now because this general protects it. But I want to advance my gold general here. I'm going to try to advance my gold general, but now this general is promoted. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is insane. This is really insane. Um. You know what? I realized I wasn't even really using my lance. Like if I had used my lance, because I know how to use lances, I just never use them. For whatever odd reason, I just never really use my lances. Yeah, that's hmm. Yeah, this is yeah. I don't know. I need to start getting some other things out here. Oh, okay. Resign. Okay, yeah. This is this is horrible. Okay. I'm trying to think of something here. So, because I want to. Okay, so there we go. We got that. But see, this is good. This is good because I am delaying the bishops from exchanging yet. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start advancing this pawn. And then I'm going to defend this pawn here. Okay, so that pawn is going there. Okay, we got that going on. But I need to get these pieces into the game somehow. Yeah, this is not good. Wait. Yeah, I am really struggling, guys. Okay, let me try a totally different take here. Let's start by advancing this thing here. No, that's not good because now the pawn's promoted. Yeah. Okay, this is horrible. I'm doing horrible here. and I'm against level 2 computer and I'm losing here. I'm totally losing. Okay, I need some defensive strategy. Let me see here. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, see, here's the thing that I'm thinking about right now is that the the bishop's head is weak. This pawn here is weak. And that's where I'm running into a little bit of an issue. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to try something really unorthodox. Let's move this here. Okay, then we're going to get this bishop out on this diagonal. Okay, yeah, I was going to go there, but they stopped it. That's what I was going to do. I was totally going to stop it. Now let's get the rook here in the center. Yeah, so they are about to take my bishop. But what I can do is I can actually come over here with the bishop that would have been taken anyway, capture that, and then they capture that, but now I have a silver general. So, I mean, it's not too bad. And now they just dropped a pawn there. And now my pawn can either capture that pawn or I can capture a neighboring pawn. What a weird position this is. I don't know if it makes a difference which pawn I take here, which side, this one or this one. I'm gonna go with this one just for fun. I don't know. That was weird. It was fun. It's fun though. I mean, it's a very fun thing to try to do. But now we have this bishop that's presenting a problem. But now I have a silver general. So what I'm going to do is put the silver general right here, attack the bishop, and also defend that. Ooh. Okay, I don't like the look of that at all, guys. That's okay. They're attacking, yeah, they're attacking my rook. Oh, my rook's in trouble. My rook's in real trouble now. Oh man, my plan started out good, but I had some execution problems here. Okay, let's do that. Oh, the bishop decided not to take. Whoa, I'm surprised that it didn't take my rook. Because it could have taken my rook, but it's a level 2 computer. Maybe it's not making the best move. Okay, kind of strange. Okay, so there's that. Okay, then there's that. And there's that. Okay, this is most unusual. Okay, so now we have this here. Oh, and now I'm in check. Who would have predicted this? Wow. Just, I mean, wow, like, what is this? What even is happening here? Okay, so there's a rook for a rook. Okay, trade to the rook. So, yeah, yeah, guys, this is a little bit strange. Like, this is okay. So I have this rook here. If I put this rook here, put the king in check, Then they block with that. Okay. Then I capture the knight. All right. So now, hey, I get to, oh, I'm in check. Oh man, I'm in check. And there's no escape. There is no escape. Except, well, I can drop a pawn in the way for what it's worth. All right, let's drop a pawn in the way. Block the check. Okay, I see now they did that to me. I see what they got going on, and I don't like it. I don't like it, not one bit. All right, let's trade the gold generals like that. Okay, and then let's use the knight here. Okay, let's drop the knight here. Put the king in. Wait, oh, that was, wait. They could have captured with their bishop, but they didn't notice. Okay, this computer is not playing its best, clearly. Okay, let's see here. What do I got going on here? All right, gonna capture a silver general. I'm trying it. I'm still trying to win, guys. Nope, checkmate. I just lost again. Actually, yeah, thanks for asking, Riko. I am interested in advice, but the advice is what I'm going to be using after the stream is over. And I have more schoolwork to work on too. But I'm trying to see right now, for the purpose of this stream, I am just trying to figure it out myself because I've won plenty of games in Let's Learn Shogi, but apparently that was level 1 CPU in Let's Learn Shogi on Steam. So I'm trying to find how to beat level 2. I'm trying to beat level 2 computer. Okay, so let's see here. What do I got going on here? Okay. All right, let's see. I'm trying to, okay, I'm going to start doing something here. I'm going to bring the rook over here. And then I'm going to advance that. Then I'm going to do that. And then when the rook tries to, come here, I put my bishop right there and attack the rook. Now the rook just promoted, and it's there. But I come here and promote my bishop. And if the rook takes my rook, then one of my generals will take it. So that's cleaning out my board there. So that's what's happening. But now I have the option to come over here and capture a pawn and also fork with the gold general. Not that, I don't know if it'll make a difference, but I can do it. Then I come over here and I come there and I've just captured a knight. Oh, I see. This, guys, this is freaky, man. This is really freaky, dude. Dude, man, this is freaky. Okay, so this knight has come here. Yeah, whoa. I'm in this position here. Because see, now we have a situation. This knight wants to come here. But you see, if my Oh, I see. So if my knight goes here, then if the rook decides to take my rook, then I capture the rook back. So it's not too bad. Okay, then they put a lance there to complicate things even worse. Okay, so let me put a knight here and put the king in check. Yeah, putting the knight there. The king is in check. Okay, all right, that's fine. And then the knight comes here and captures the gold general. Okay. I mean, that wasn't the worst thing in the world. I mean, it was sort of decent. Wow. So, oh, okay, so I see. So the silver general here, what can I do with the silver general? I don't know, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to, yeah, okay, I'm going to capture this lance, capturing the lance in case I want to use it. Okay, there we go. So there's that. Then I'm going to, I see. See if I, all right. Okay, here's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to put the lance. Well, if I put that there, then they can put the knight in the way, and then it's all for pointless. Okay, but if I put the lance right here, okay, let's put the lance there and attack that knight. Okay, then the knight goes there. I see how it is. I'm going to lose that most likely. Okay, so let's get rid of that knight. And then my lance takes their lance. And now there's two rooks after me. This is dangerous. Okay. But then my lance attacks right around here, attacking that. Okay, then they put a pawn in the way. Guess I can't say I'm too surprised. Then I'm going to capture their knight. Okay. Wow. How weird, man. At least I'm capturing some pieces. My opponent has two rooks, but I'm still in the game. Okay. Just capture another silver general. Oh, and now it's checkmate. I just lost again. Hey, I came closer. I came closer. Yeah, I came closer to winning last time. I feel like I can feel it. So let's see. Let's go. Let's step through what happened. So that happened. That happened. That happened. Yeah. Yeah, I see. Hmm. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, I just realized something. Okay, in reviewing that, see, I wasted a move by moving this rook here. I could have left the rook where it is. Okay, let's try static rook instead of ranging rook. So let's try, okay, let's rematch. I'm gonna retry this. Okay, I play as Sente, so I get first turn. So let's try this. I'm going to move this thing out here. Okay, yeah. And then while that's happening, I need to get something else. happening here. Okay, what I'm going to do is this. Well, I can decide about that later. I can decide about that later. Let me get over here. Let's just see what happens. Yeah, I'm not sure yet. Okay, let's start getting this over into the action too, because at least there's a lance behind this pawn. So yeah, let's try advancing that. See, that pawn takes my yeah, it takes my pawn. No, I'm gonna resign. I'm gonna start over because I just feel like I'm close. I feel like I'm really close to coming up with a strategy. I just feel like I'm getting closer for some reason. Okay, here's what we're gonna go with. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna be aggressive. Let's capture the bishops. Let's exchange bishops if that's what we got to do. And then let's advance this thing. Now this bishop has decided to go right there. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm gonna resign. I'm gonna try something. I totally. Okay, I have this really wild idea. So I'm going to first move is going to be getting my gold generals here. Yeah, let's get the gold generals. Yeah, okay, let's get this bishop out there. Yeah, there we go. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this here. Now, the only problem is I didn't leave a defense for that thing. That's part of the problem I'm facing. Wait, so let me revise. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. What I'm gonna do is I need to get a defense for that knight. Let's move the silver general right there. And then we're going to get that moved there. Okay. And then what I can do is I will move this knight right there, actually. So maybe the silver general didn't really help, but or the lance. I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, let's try this. Let's get this type of thing. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not so sure. Okay, because I keep trying things on the bishop side and I'm experimenting. It's fun though. I'm trying to find a good way to do this. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna start out with that, and then I'm going to exchange the bishops. They're gonna take the bishop, and what I need to do is I need to bring some defense to the pawns. The gold generals, or even the silver generals, would help too. Um, would help defend the pawns. Yeah, let's get all these things going here. Okay. Oh, see that. Oh man, wait, that's not good. Okay, yeah, guys, this is okay. This is stupid. Okay, I'm doing horrible. See, I'm experimenting. I'm totally experimenting here. Um, oh, I've been going 2 hours. Oh man, guys. I'll tell you what, guys. I'm gonna have to say goodbye for now, okay? Let me yeah, so let me turn that off. Okay, so guys, thanks for the participation. Thank you for the comments. But I do have schoolwork to get back to. I've been going for 2 hours and I'm going to have to study. I'm going to have to study and experiment some more just to see if I can find a strategy good enough to beat level 2 computer. Also, let me know, guys, if you have ever beat level 2 computer yourself. So anyway, yeah, this is my Twitch stream. I'm gonna try to highlight this later and also upload to YouTube. So look forward to that. My YouTube channel, if you look up Chastity_Whiterose, you should be able to find me with no trouble. Thank you very much for joining me. I need to get off this stream, but this is my first ever live Shogi stream, so I was very excited. I feel like it turned out well, but it was mostly just me losing against the computer. Goodbye, everyone. Be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes.